Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome to another Live Wire Sports Media. This is your Freelance Friday edition, and I'm just going to jump right into it. So, there was a lot of rumors going around the last couple of days about since last week with Caitlin have that tight hamstring. She didn't play in the first preseason game. She showed up for the Iowa game and did what Caitlin Clark always does. But now there was a practice video yesterday saw her where she was practicing and she bumped knees where there was reports kept saying that she got injured again. False. So the fact of the matter is that Caitlin Clark and Stephanie White has come out today confirming that Caitlin Clark will be available for tomorrow's game. Kelsey Mitchell will also be available for tomorrow's game. Stephanie White alluded to that no one will be sitting out in this game. So they will be probably limited minutes, but that does not mean that nobody won't play. So everybody that's on the roster will play tomorrow, going ahead into the final preseason game before next week's season opener against the Chicago Sky kicks off. So without further ado, let's get it in with Caitlin Clark.
Sorry, what?
What has it kept you from doing?
Honestly, when I'm in practice, I'm full go. I'm not limited in any regard. Whatever drills I'm in the last 2 days, I've been pretty active, and there's no reason to overdo anything right now. It's been the beginning of the season. Still don't play here for another week, so but the last 2 days have been really, really good for myself.
You weren't started. What caused it to?
I don't. Probably just a little too much basketball. I think, I love being in the gym, but I think understanding like when to be in the gym and when to recover and things like that. So I think just finding a balance and obviously just getting back into the swing of things. But yeah, it was nothing major or anything like that.
A lot of talk in these first couple weeks about.
All right, so you heard what Caitlin Clark had to say. Probably just a little too much because she's been at full go training with Keith Porter since he got there in Indy, and she's been practicing on and off. And then when training camp came, they was at full go completely. And it's unexpected. If you had not played basketball or any sport in a long period of time, your muscles will tend to tighten up, and you could strain it, you could pull it, and aggravate it in different ways. So, but just Stephanie White being cautious and working through everything and making sure she keeps continue to be active is one way to continue to keep her muscles loose. We seen her in the Brazil game last week that she was on a bike, riding the bike, riding the bike, riding the bike. And you'll probably see that again in tomorrow's game as well. So with that being said, let's listen to Stephanie White.
To hold anyone out?
No plans to hold anybody out.
Any concerns with Kelsey's finger? She seems fine with it and just playing through
I
it.
forget about Kelsey's finger because she was playing great with it overseas too. I mean, certainly, her shot's a little funky in the way that it releases anyway, and I think that she's learned to protect it. So for her, it's like she's efficient, she's effective. Until she starts complaining about it hurting, no concerns.
How have you seen her kind of work back from that in these few weeks with the finger?
I mean, I really haven't noticed anything. I mean, she was scoring 30 over there with a finger looking crazy. So I haven't really noticed her having any kind of issues. I think the biggest thing is seeing the swelling go down, seeing a little bit more range of motion, the work that she put in, to position herself for that. The most important thing to me is that it's not getting hurt every time it gets tweaked. And I think that through her rehab and her work in rehab, we worked through that.
Exactly. So therefore, you hear what Stephanie White had to say about Kelsey's finger. Everybody's a full go. Kelsey is fine. She's not really worried about her finger. It probably healed crooked, and she, like Stephanie said, that she's most likely done bumped it a few times and with no problem, no pain in the finger at all. So, and like I said, the first preseason game, Kelsey wasn't scoring. She wasn't hitting. But the second preseason game, she was on fire. She was back to how Kelsey Mitchell was shoot. And you look how hard they were going in practice and everything like that. So that just goes to tell you right then and there's no worry. Caitlin's fine. Kelsey's fine. Everybody's gonna be a full go. This is last preseason. This is the last preseason game until the real season starts. So therefore, they will have a whole nother week off after tomorrow to get prepared for their opening. So they will get conditioned. They probably most likely will take Monday off again, like they did this week, and get right back into it because now it's all full go. So, and you'll probably see mostly tomorrow that there will be limited minutes. There'll be a lot of rotating, different combinations playing in again, just like it has been for the first two preseason games. So there's no way that they're going to run Kelsey 20 minutes. They're not going to run Caitlin 20 minutes. They're probably going to keep them a little bit average here and there. So with that being said, it's like just I don't like, people just running around just saying, oh, well, they're injured. Because if it was that serious with Caitlin Clark or Kelsey Mitchell, they would probably not play at all in none of these preseason games. And then you would have to wonder, well, how well is going to affect them with the start of the season with no reps, game reps and stuff like that. But like Caitlin said earlier, it's just like, it's probably so much basketball because she would train, then she would do other things. Then she'd come back and train, go and leave and do other things. Then when everybody was getting signed, coming back, they was getting they was playing together, or practicing together, training together, and everything like that. So she was doing a lot more, and we already know how a perfectionist that Caitlin Clark is, and how she likes to stay in the gym. But again, when you have not played basketball in months, your muscles are a little tight, your body is a little sore. It is the same thing with football. Same thing with baseball. Same thing with everything. You have to work through it. And once your muscles loosen up a little bit more, then you'll be fine. And the good thing that the Indiana Fever had great trainers, great physical staff that will help them continue to be conditioned and healthy. Same thing with Kelsey Mitchell and her finger. So with that being said and done, I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. I will be live streaming the game. My live stream will kick off 15 minutes early prior to the game. So I will do it again. Like I say, anytime I have the opportunity to live stream a game, I will show up and show out for y'all. So until then, to the next episode, continue to like, comment, subscribe. This is Livewire Sports Media, your Freelance Friday. Have a great afternoon. Until then, you know what it is.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.